Hello everybody, it is Shaggy, and I am back for some Stanley Parably, and I just opened up a lunch ship by accident, so yay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
What
it
could it
mean?
mean? What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
5.
simply missed a memo.
I'm hoping I can find something that's like new and different about
When
this
Stanley
game.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That was weird. My mouse just like went outside of my...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few...
Oops.
beautifully constructed room.
Trying to have it not interrupt itself, but make sure I don't have this thing open. Okay.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
There's gotta be something
At
more
this
to this
point,
game.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
See, I'm scared to go through here because I don't know if it's just... if it's only that same exact thing that I just dealt with. I'm gonna go anyway.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What's this?
Look,
Can I
Stanley, I
fall?
think perhaps
Oh, God.
not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you're very powerful.
Oops.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Keep lagging,
Perhaps
I
he
don't know
wanted to
why.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Right now I'm installing Call of Duty again.
Yes, this room.
I
But
sat there and
eager to get
installed
back
it
to
for
business,
hours and
Stanley
hours.
took the first open door on his left.
A few days ago, like preloading it onto my computer.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I like live if I go down there anywhere? I don't think.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you, or what? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh. No, he didn't.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
No, he
door.
didn't.
I still don't think we're communicating. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
9? Oh.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
I'll come back. You can be happy.
Right. Where were we?
It's really bright. Did we do anything special? If I jump off, do I die? There's an invisible wall. Okay. Ooh. Is he gonna do anything else special? Ooh. Okay.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'll stay away from the stairs. Okay, I can't. Like, there's nothing else I can do, buddy. I'll be careful.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
No, I don't want to do this. The announcer guy. Can I go back? I'll help you, announcer guy. We'll be happy forever. Whoa.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
But I have to. I'm pretty sure the story doesn't progress if I stay in here, mister. And I'd like for Mr. Foreign Announcer Guy to be happy, but I can't just stand there.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Sorry, mister.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
I understand, but there's nothing else I can do.
Please, Stanley.
Sorry,
no!
mister.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay. What happens
There.
now?
See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving. I'm
so confused. I'm standing still. You said stop moving, so I stopped moving. I don't know, mister.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Did the stairs get higher?
No. No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
These stairs got higher.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
There's nothing in there, though. Fine.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
9.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I don't understand.
No, perhaps not.
No, they didn't get higher, and you
My
don't die
God.
when you jump from
Is this
there.
really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were
9.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I don't die
Maybe
from
you're
this,
just
though.
getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
There's no sprint. There's no jumping or anything, right?
Is it
There.
over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I feel bad. One thing I want to make sure I do is never go down the stairs when I'm told to go to the boss's office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I mean, there's even more stuff in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope. I wonder if I can actually sit here and not pick up the phone. Okay.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That's not what happens when you pick up that goddamn phone.
Incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What? What?
It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice. Uh-oh.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What?
Welcome back.
What the fuck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly
Stop. Danger everywhere.
We're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, okay. He put fences
Now
on.
that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
Whoa.
hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Can I go back in? Is it like goofier? 9.